It almost seemed like the shrapnel that was heading towards Balbara was like pushed away from her, like repelled, almost like polar, like magnetic, like veered course around her type deal.
14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That plus your 1d4.
Yeah, your ears go and screeching as you become deafened.
Mhm.
What are you doing? Wait.
I can't do anything. I used my action to dash.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I thought we were on Boogie's turn. That's my bad. Okay, Emus, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Well, I fucked myself with concentration. All right. The goblins that are appeared outside the door that I'm at, and then try to attack me, and then are now running off. Agatha's going after them.
She was, but upon hearing the explosion, it looks like her interest is now turned and she's running towards Balbara.
Okay. How does she look to me? What is the emotional expression that I get from her face?
She looks powerful.
Dude, how many attacks does this Bulbera have? Like, she went after me, and it wasn't even her
Legendary
turn.
action. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like
Legendary actions are taken at the end of other people's turns.
yeah. So this is a creature that's basically it's
A
just
god.
can break all the not a god.
No, it's not
but
like a
can break
god.
all
It's
the
just
rules.
more difficult things have legendary actions. It's a game mechanic manner of letting things be viable for large parties.
All right. So across the bridge, do I see any more approaching, or are they all running away, or like what are they doing?
Yeah, they have every intent to do hit and run.
Okay.
So you thought you could just cast a bunch of spike growths, like surround yourself in like a bunch of them, like.
No, that's not what I was going to do.
But is that what you thought you could do with the concentration?
No. It just sucks that I lost my bees. I got wasps because I told them to do something very specific. I said attack until they surrender. So I was hoping that they could, they'd influence something, but that's all right. I want to. Agatha, I want Emus is going to say with a bit of uncertainty and concern.
She opens her mouth and looks at you. You see actual fire like coming out of her throat. Like it almost looks like blackness. Like you don't even see really the skin. She almost just looks like an avatar of flame at this point. And in the mouth of her, like it's still her figure and her form, and you can tell that it's her, but she's densely covered in these flames. And as she opens her mouth, you actually see fire coming out of her mouth. And she says, "I'm going to make them all pay."
I'm going to. Do I actually feel heat coming off of her? Like this flame would hurt me?
Not the flame would hurt you, but the flame is. So she can choose who the flame affects,
right? So
in
I
a
can
manner
feel
of the
heat,
actual
but it's
flame.
not going to hurt me.
But well, if the air got to a certain degree, it would probably begin hurting you. But the flames themselves, no, it would take. Yeah, basically the environment would have to heat you out, not her flames alone. At least you hope so. I mean, they are warm. I don't know. Who knows? Touch her.
Touch her. I'm gonna follow up my statement of Saint Agatha, and I'm just gonna after what she said, I'm just gonna go say, "Are you here?"
Ooh, that's a good question.
For the first time in a while.
Emus is gonna spin around, run off towards Calamacy. Right here. What's this bubble for in front of Calamacy?
That's my 2D whatever for neutral, and those are my
Ah.
flowers.
Well, it's a good thing I stopped right here. And I'm going to, noticing that Calamacy hasn't been responding to sound as I might expect her to, I'm going to kind of shout as loud as I can, "Get Agatha Sweetwool, quickly!" And I'm going to pull my bow. So I'm actually facing Calamacy right now, and I'm going to draw my bow and I'm going to ready it. And I'll be watching down either way as I look for anyone coming up from the rear. So there is my thing over there. And then, yeah, I'm watching the doorway and I'm watching over where my spike growth is. And I'm trying to get Calamacy to get that bag back. Because you have the bag, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to feed her a sweet roll though, without exhausting other options.
I think we need to get her that bag. Just saying.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to attack. In my turn, yes.
Boogie.
Does it look like Bobara's really there?
What do you mean?
I mean,
Fuck, why did she keep coming out of fucking... Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah, because she came
Yeah.
out for the grenades. Yeah, she is there. Yeah, 100%.
okay. I say into the hood, Bobara's here. I can't hear anything. And it's time for me to go start swinging.
I am going to say back into the hood. She's 15 feet to your left and slightly right.
Well, he can see her. He just
Yeah,
can't
we
hear
can both
anything.
see her with our own eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Nevertheless,
Yeah.
like,
I
he's
still
right
gave you
next
some
to
direction.
and they're fine.
That person that's attacking you, they're right there.
Better have 4 eyes than 2 and no ears.
Oh man, that reminds me of something that people used to do at work. They kind of stopped doing it because it's really a jerk move, but like you drop something and they'd go over and reach for it and then point and say it's right there.
Roll your attack.
Oh yeah, okay. $15 to hit.
Roll damage.
I will do my tripping attack now.
Okay. I will make a strength saving throw.
5 damage.
A 6.
Okay, so she gets tripped. And I'll do my second attack now on her.
At advantage.
Uh, 24 to hit.
Roll damage.
Okay, I'm going to disregard the middle of the 8. Middle 8 one. 7 damage.
So, hit her, trip her, come back down, hit her right in the gut. She lets out a. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
These creatures run over and frantically begin scooping with their hands out of this. And you hear, "Yet, you idiots, it's not done till dawn," from Bulbara, but they continue to shove it in their mouth regardless. Their bodies begin to shake and their skin begins to morph it.
What about the goblin that Boogie put on the ballista?
He's still on the ballista. I'll get to him.
Okay.
And they're shoveling this drink into their mouth. And you watch as their bodies begin to like mutate and their backs kind of bulge out and their spines kind of begin growing and poking out of their skin. And they begin yelling. And they begin like getting bigger in size and looking like these weird morphed versions of themselves. And seeming to have maybe lost some intelligence or willpower control, they turn in this direction and yell like this, like nauseous, like deep bellied, gigantic kind of yell, like they've gotten twice as big in size, their body pushed and mangled in weird ways. Obara says, "I think I'll be going now." And you watch as she vanishes.
Man, you can't opportunity attack somebody that just disappears. Darn, why'd she have to go right after me?
Now, the ballista that's swinging over, aimed at you, click. Bazoit, what do? You hear it go off in your direction. What are you doing?
What? This thing, this little red man here?
Yep. You watch as Bulbara comes back into sight behind this creature right here. The ballista gets triggered, and you watch as his throat gets slit, and she heals 6 health. As you watch this kind of greenish kind of smoke drift from his open gash in his neck into her mouth, sucking it in.
I am. Do I have an opportunity attack, or what do I have?
So click the mechanic works is you tell me what you do. You sense that it's coming at you. Your instincts are heightened enough that you get an opportunity to, whether you fall prone, jump to the side, head backwards, raise your shield, and whatever you do influences whether or not you get advantage or disadvantage on the roll that you are using to avoid the attack.
If it were me, I would want to take a side step as I lift my shield to block the arrow.
You get one or the other.
Oh, well then I'm going to lift my shield.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check and +2 to it at regular non-advantage.
16.
So this ballista bolt comes barreling down. Oh, smacking into your shield, but having an odd trajectory and bouncing off. The bludgeoning damage pushing into your shoulder. You're going to take 3 bludgeoning damage. Wait, sorry. That was half because of your roll. So actually, you take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that creature lays dead, and its life force seems sunken out of it. Its skin seems no longer green, but pale and dry and like wrinkled up like a raisin. Yep. And then she's going to use her reaction to cast Mage Armor again. Clamsy, it's your turn.
I
Talk
react
to
to
me,
not
baby. What you
having.
doing?
I react to not having armor, and cast armor.
Haha.
Right, I would have picked up my swords and I'll come next to Agatha, readying my swords for the next onslaught of goblins.
Agatha turns and you hear her voice say, "We need to help Boogie."
I
Oh,
will.
yes, actually, she would say she'd be able to see. She'd be like, "We need to help Boogie and Bazoit," in this deep, almost like possessed voice.
Okay. Hearing that. Well, can I hear the tone of her voice? Is it coming through the hood? Can I hear anything she's saying to me? I don't know the level of
Roll a
deafness I have.
Constitution. Roll another Constitution check. So you can use your action to try to shake off the concussion, or it'll just run a certain amount of time. So basically, either you need to burn up an action to try to get rid of it, or you'll just keep being deaf for a bit.
I guess I will use an action and then just use my remaining movement to start making my way towards Boogie, possibly. But I rolled 16, and it's a saving throw, not just regular Constitution.
Yep.
8. Oops.
That's 24, Caitlin.
Shh. Can you just not make me not sound retarded?
Yikes.
So, as you shake it off, while kind of bending your jaw, you hear the sound of combat, ricocheting things off of shields and stuff come into your hearing. Yep, you regain your hearing.
Right. So I'm gonna look at Agatha and ask her what she said.
You hear this again, almost, I want to say demonic, but otherworldly voice. Now is not the time to talk. Take action. And then you see,
I'm gonna try
like
to hug
this.
her and pat her head.
Okay, roll a charisma check for me.
Nice. 18, 19, 20, 22.
As you hug her, she feels warm, but it's not a hurting warmth, almost uncomfortable. Like it would be comfortable if it was like 20 degrees, you know what I mean, just chiller. And as you hug her, her muscles kind of tense, but when you speak, her shoulders drop as she essentially hears her mother's voice, and she speaks to you in more Agatha's voice. Well, speaks to herself at first. It says, "Settle down, Everett." Sorry. Thanks, Cal. You saved me again. I got this, though. I got this.
I have faith in you. I know you can do it.
She bangs her chest.
And I'm gonna use.
And then she says, I agree with him, though. We do need to take action.
I agree. I just think being more present and hearing everybody else not fueled by anger is the way to go about this.
She nods.
And it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can only get to here.
Agatha, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Comes dashing in, sprinting past her own flames unharmed. Not even caring whether she gets closer or not. She comes sliding in, still on fire with the embering eyes, and she sees these 4 massive goblins in front of her. And she begins preparing a fire spell that you haven't seen her make before. She's kind of waving out her arms as this like curtain of flame extends on her wingspan, and almost like a curtain of fire almost dangles down. And then the next turn, she's going to push it and expand this wall of flame. Zoid.
Okay, so I am going to take 2 steps closer to her, and in a rage, I'm going to take a deep breath, and I am going to expend my platinum dragon breath on Bulbara.
Okay. Uno momento. I need to roll a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yep.
She got a 12. No, sorry,
Uh,
13.
a DC 13 is what she wouldn't have to pass.
So she's
but
going to
it's
take half damage.
no, it's still 2d8 on fail.
Right, but she succeeded. So it's half that.
Dagnabbit. So I rolled a 3, but that's a +3 too. So 6.
These needles begin tethering at her clothes and piercing in her, and she yells out in pain as she takes 6 damage. And she's back at what she was when she came over here before she killed the goblin. 1 second, let me
And
do a quick
then
check on Gar.
as you're checking on Gar, I'm going to go ahead and take one more step towards her. And I am going to use my I can't. Never mind. I am not going to take a step towards her.
No, we could flank her.
You don't have enough movement speed. I was going to use a bonus action to hit her, but I can't because I didn't use a melee weapon to hit her the first time.
I can totally get close enough to attack her.
Right, but you're 2 turns away, and she can move by the time she can go back ethereal because she can move after every one of us, right?
Oh, I don't know what she can do.
Yeah. That's what she did earlier. It was somebody else's turn. It was my turn, and she attacked you after I was done moving.
Yeah, with the bombs.
Hmm.
She hasn't done that since. Maybe she has to prepare it.
I don't know. Possible. I'm surprised she didn't go back into the ethereal world after she killed that dude. I'm really mad that my platinum dragon breath didn't do more.
Is that the end of your turn, Bizwait?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Emus.
Oh boy. All right. I see myself having two options at the moment. Either I can stand back here and guard the rear, or I can move up and help. I probably should move up and help. That's a stupid question. All right. I am going to.
Well, hold on. You do have 9 goblins at your rear, just so you know. Just so Emus is aware.
Are those doors open?
Trapped behind my spell, or including the ones that are really injured that tried to poke at
No,
me over there.
this way.
All right, I'm gonna take a few steps. Oh,
I
like
Are the handles the handles that we see with the circles?
5, 10,
Yeah,
15.
why not?
Okay.
Oh, there'd be like a metal latch on it.
I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna draw my bow at these goblins. Are they like turning around to come back in, or are they still fleeing?
No, they're turned around to rush back in at a moment's opportunity.
All right. Um, I'm going to Calamity, shout at the top of your lungs. Stand your ground. I will end your lives. In Goblin, please.
Oh, Tay. I would say in Goblin, stand your ground or your lives will be ended.
Do you say it, or are you gonna shout it?
I'm gonna shout it because I can hear it now. It make me wanna shout.
Kick your
Boogie
heels
down,
up and shout.
shout.
Hey, hey.
You hear,
Mm.
you stay away from our treasure.
Treasure?
Emus is just standing there with his a bow drawn, obviously not understanding. Do they hesitate, or after
I will
Calamity shouted?
tell him that they told us to stay away from their treasure.
No, they're still running up.
Well, if they're still running up with that much confidence after that being shouted, I'm gonna go ahead and decide to drop 2 of them. I'm gonna attack the closest one to me.
I'm very surprised in your actions.
Oh, I was thinking that cool ring of that you got.
Ring of
That
what?
rain of arrows that you got. They have something.
Oh, you're right. This is the perfect time to use that. How high are the ceilings here, Mike?
How high are the ceilings?
They're probably about 35 feet or so up.
Okay.
Hooray!
When you draw, blah, 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 this spell ignores penalties of close range combat, tries for long rest. As an action, you can use Angelic Barrage. The ability fires a shot into the air. I never use this ability, so I have to reread it. That rains down arrows in a 5-foot, 10-foot wide area, choosing within range. Enemies in the area have to move between by half and take 1dx.
And I believe the 1 week version is a larger radius.
Yeah, I can't use it. I used this ability within the past week as the extended version.
When did you last use it?
I used it back in Solgaunt. back during the monster
For the
fest.
the birds.
Yeah. No, I didn't use it for the birds. This is back in Selgaunt during the festival.
Did you?
I'm pretty. I know I used the.
I thought you used it back at the academy before you guys set sail.
Okay, I know I used the empowered version once.
Yeah,
at
but
some
I thought it was in the tunnels at, or it might have been at the bank maybe.
What is the extra benefit? I might be able to remember.
The move lasts 3 rounds of combat. Enhanced version, Trials and Tribulations. Works the same but has double the area and completely removes movement speed.
Basically, they're snared in it and stuck in it.
Now, I'm not trying to use the empowered variant. I'm trying to use the basic version. Are they independent, or if I use the empowered version, I can't use any version of it for the 7 days?
You never know until you try.
Amos doesn't even know that. He would have had it at level 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use. They're independent of each other.
Oh, if they're fucking independent of each other, I'm gonna use the basic bitch version. Okay, so I'm going to start with inhuman speed. I'm gonna start firing arrows.
So it's just one that shoots up, and then it like starburst into a bunch of these like needle energy radiant things.
Let me have my fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's fine. And then I'm going to center it. Yeah, I'm gonna center
It's
it right
yes
here.
and DM, you motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. I center it right there. No, actually, no, I don't. Oh, how long does this last? Let me have the move speed reduced in half and take 1d8 plus dex. Trim the main within the affected area. This move lasts for 3 rounds of combat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll leave it right there.
Okay, so what is your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier
Yeah.
is +2.
Is that going to completely block the doorway or the whole pathway?
It does block the complete pathway.
Wait, is it 5 foot radius? Is what it says, right?
Per your description, a 5-foot radius, 10-foot wide. So
Right.
that is 10 foot.
No, that's a 10-foot radius. The line is the radius. Radius being half of the sphere.
Well,
So
I mean,
like,
You say 5-foot radius?
well, actually, it's kind of like a wimpy little circle, isn't it? I'm gonna retrocon. I do like the size. This size is more of what I was thinking when I wrote it, but yeah, because a 5 foot, that's such a small little. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, let me just step aside from this puddle.
yeah.
Okay,
He
so
could
they
use
need to
that
make a
block the
dexterity saving
doorway.
throw against your the DC for it, which would be actually, what's your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity modifier +4.
Okay, that's still gonna be charisma though.
Why charisma? What is the charisma coming from? I want to know.
9 times 14 is the DC on it right now. So fail. Pass. Okay. So as they come in, roll your damage for it.
What is the damage? Damage is 1d8 plus dex. Let me find my 1d8. This is indeed my 1d8, and I got it right this time. All right. How many am I rolling?
No, you roll it for the area.
Oh, it's not individuals for the whole thing.
Right.
5 plus 4, 9.
So as it explodes, they face plant immediately. On goblins only have 7 health, bro.
He killed more than the would have been with the 2 shots.
You
Dude,
hear
I'm
another
fucking.
booyah, booyah.
Are the other goblins emboldened? Do they look terrified? Are they turning to
They look.
flee?
They are halting. They're looking like, what the fuck is happening?
All right. Even though I can't attack again, I'm gonna raise my bow again. I'm gonna say, Calamity, shout! That was the first warning. You only get one.
That was the first warning. You only get one.
And you hear they start turning and dash and run away.
Yeah, let's go.
So
I
I do
warned you
have
by killing
plans.
3 of you.
Hold on. I still want you to, even though it's a highly likely chance, that roll an intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
You can always roll a 1, right?
I rolled a 3, but I have a +8. So
So instead of turning around and dashing away, they are kind of like just slowly backing up.
I do have plans to take my thieves rope and kind of like close this door and tell it to knot and tie itself.
It doesn't seem like their demeanor changed, like they're willing to fight. They're still unwilling to fight, but they're not like scared for their lives running away. They're cautiously backing up, still having their sense about them.
I love the image of all those goblins just fucking face planting dead, just immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna run up to not dash. I'm just gonna do regular combat speed, running up to Balbara there. She's not flanked. That's a shame. I want to attack her.
Roll damage. Or attack him.
It is 14 to hit.
That misses. As it comes down the trajectory right, this barrier of blue and purple around her deflects your attack.
The next one is 26 to hit.
The next one ripples right through it, connects with her shoulder. Roll damage.
Eight.
Okay. You come down, and it sounds like her left shoulder breaks out of place and dislocates. She yells out. All right. It's at the end of your turn, Boogie.
That's all the stuff I want to do. But yeah, that's it.
As they come running over these massive ogre-sized now goblins. Mesabuyag will protect you in favor of. And they go to attack Boogie and Bazoit. Okay, so 23 to hit on Bazoit,
Hit.
a 22, a 19, and an 18 on Boogie.
All hit.
Oh my goodness. Are we about to have a problem?
How to?
Don't like it.
So the first one does 8 damage. This one does 8 slashing damage. The next one does 6 slashing damage. And the next one does 8 slashing damage.
Yikes. Why are they rolling so good?
And then the one on Bazoit 6 slashing damage. And Balbara is going to take a legendary action to attack Boogie at advantage twice.
Oh no.
$18 hits, right?
Yes.
They both hit. She does 10 piercing damage total with both attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's her turn again. Sorry, buddy. She's going to take another 2 attacks at you, swinging at her with both daggers.
Are you
And they
really sorry, though?
both hit. For 13 piercing damage total.
13, eh? Let me figure out if I'm still alive.
That is a good. Hearing that line, that is to go full angelic mode and start sprouting some wings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you guys could have fought the BBEG instead of piddling around with some goblins, but
Piddle,